Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to show you guys how to make ackee and saltfish and fried dumpling. That's just a Jamaican breakfast. So first, with your saltfish, you want to make sure when you go to the store, there's two different types of saltfish. You have your bacalao and you have your pollet. The pollet is a cheaper version of saltfish because saltfish is very expensive. So a lot of people get the bacalao. With bacalao is usually boneless and it's very cheaper than the regular bacalao. So today we're going to show you guys how to take the skin off and take the bone out, and we're going to pick it. And when you're doing your saltfish, you want to soak it overnight in just water, cold water, and you want to boil it at least 2 times when you're getting ready to cook it. So just boil it in water, then change the water and boil it again, and taste the water. If it's still salty, you might have to boil it a 3rd time, but if not, you can go ahead, and this is the process of using real bacalao saltfish. Now we're going to pick it and take the skin off and show you guys how to do it. So you're going to take it. You're going to take the skin off. Like I said, the bacalao is kind of easier because it's already skinned, it's already filleted. But you could also get the pollet the same way. The pollet is a lot cheaper because you could get like a pound of pollet for, like, if you're lucky, like $4.99. A pound of the bacalao is like $6.99, and if it's already like deboned and skinned, you could get a pound for like anywhere upwards of, I've seen it at like $13.99 for a bag. So just keep that in mind. That's why a lot of people like to use the pollet, because it works out cheaper, and to be honest, unless you're a saltfish expert, you won't tell the difference. So pretty much that's what she's doing. She's just taking off right now, and now she's gonna go in and she's gonna take out the bones. So if you guys can see, she's picking the bones out, the saltfish, because when you get the whole bacalao like this, it definitely has the bone in there. And if you're gonna feed it to kids or in general, just want to make it a smooth eating experience, so you definitely want to be able to just take the bone out and take the skin off. So pretty much that's why we mentioned earlier that we're picking it. So you take the skin off, and you just grab the. All right, so she's still picking the bones. So pretty much, you're gonna make sure you try to get as much bone as possible. You're not gonna catch all the bones, but if you want to be tedious, you can go and pick through it. But for the, all right, now she picked through it, so that's pretty much what's left over. A little scrap meat here and there, but we're not gonna go through that. So after she finished picking it, so pretty much that's what the bacalao looks like after she finished picking it. And so pretty much this is what's left over from the skin and the bones. So now this is what we're going to use to make the ackee and saltfish. Alright, this is a very good dish. It tastes really good. So we're going to go ahead and show you guys how to make it step by step. Alright guys, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to show you how to make the fried dumpling. First, you want to add a little bit of salt. All the ingredients and everything will be in the description. So this is like about 2 to 3 cups of flour, and you don't want to use too much salt, but everything will be listed. Alright, now you want to go ahead and pour a little water in the flour just to get it slightly wet. So this is usually like a good Sunday day breakfast in Jamaica. Ackee and saltfish and fried dumpling. So you're mixing the flour. Alright, now you want to stir it in. So just want to keep stirring. You know the batter is gonna get a little wet, but you don't want it to get too wet. So you consistently keep stirring it. And when the batter starts to get too tight, then you add a little bit more water to loosen it up. It's easier if you have a mixer, believe me. But just want to show you guys how to do it from scratch. So you need to pretty much. So then once the batter starts to get too wet, whatever excess flour that's falling on the bottom, you use that to kind of harden back the batter. So you don't want the batter to be too hard, too soft. You're gonna see the consistency that we're looking for when you're kneading the dumpling to make the fried dumpling. You're kneading the flour, I should say. Now you add oil to the pot. Not too much, just a good amount. You know, that will cover enough surface of the pot that you're gonna need to fry your dumpling. Now we're gonna show you guys how to make the dumpling. All right, so we're gonna show you guys how to make the fried dumpling. So you put the flour in the middle of your hand and you pinch it, and you put your hand in the middle. We're gonna show you in a slower motion. All right, we're gonna show you another. First, you get a good piece of dumpling. You put it in the middle of your hand. See, she just pinch it. She's keeping a grip on the middle. You keep pinching it. Keep pinching it. You can just turn it in your hand. Just keep turning it. Put your hand like a cup, and then you do the same movement with the back of your hand. Then you flatten it. So that's how you make it. And we're gonna show you how to make like 1 or 2 spinners. Alright, same concept. So you slightly cuff it, get your hand like a cup, put it in there, and you just keep pinching the middle. You turn it over, then you turn it over, and you do the same thing. Alright, so that's how you make your fried dumpling, and we're going to show you guys how to fry them. Alright, now we're going to put the dumpling in the oil. The oil has been hotting for a while. You want to make sure the oil is hot, so when the dumpling hit the pot, it's ready to go. Alright guys, now we're going to put the fried dumpling in the pot. Alright. You don't want the fire to be too hot. Once the oil is hot enough, you want to turn down the stove a little bit, because you want them to fry. You don't want them to burn. You want them to have a nice golden color, not burnt. All right. I just want to give them a slight turn. Alright, now it's starting to come along. It's starting to get that nice golden crust on top. So they're coming along great. Alright, now we're going to turn them. This is the final turn. They got a little color, so we're going to sit for like another minute. Then we're going to take them out. And then we're going to show you guys how to cook the saltfish. Guys, now we're going to add the vegetables to make the ackee and the saltfish. Now we're gonna add some of the onion, some of the thyme, the green scallion, alright. Yeah, my mom told me I had cut up too much vegetables, so she has a resident expert, you know. So what she said, that goes. So pretty much my mom said put my vegetables, so whatever she says, that's what goes. So, you know, we decided not to use all the veggies. But I'm still going to list in the description of the vegetable I use. So now she said that we got to add more scallion. So that's what we're adding right now, more scallion. So pretty much just a little bit of oil, your veggies, your tomatoes, your onions, your bell pepper, your thyme, and your green scallion. And depends how, if you boil your saltfish out all the way, you should need to add a little bit of salt, just a pinch, and a little black pepper for flavoring. You can add a little complete to whatever season you like, but normally traditionally just a little salt and a little black pepper. But you could add complete and stuff like that if you want to add more flavor to your ackee and saltfish. Alright, we're gonna add a little bit of complete, just a little bit, just to add a little more flavor. Alright, now see everything is frying up nice and neat in a nice little simmer. This smells great on its own. You can actually just eat this by itself. You really don't need to add ackee and saltfish, but we're gonna add it just because it's ackee and saltfish. But this right here is good by itself too. Now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna add the saltfish. Alright, now at that point you want to mix it in. You know, you could do it like this too. You know, you don't have to add saltfish, but like, you know, because it's traditional Jamaican to do the ackee and saltfish. But a lot of people from like Antigua just do it like this without the ackee. You know, the ackee is, you know, the ackee is just the icing on the cake. You want to add your ackee. And the thing, right now she's starting. Just be very careful when you're starting your ackee so they don't mush on you. So you want to stir them, but you don't want to stir them too hard. If you stir them too hard, then they're gonna mush. And I mean, it's still gonna taste good, you know. But if you're looking for a good presentation, you don't want them to mush. So just be very mindful of not stirring them too hard. Because, you know, once you boil them, you usually boil your ackee, but because, you know, we missed the ackee season in Florida, where you have to substitute when they can ackee, and one in the can is already cooked already. But if you're using the real ackee, just boil them for about 15 minutes. You know, I mean, hopefully, you know, I'm looking to see if I can get my hands on some real, like, ackee in the shell, show you guys how to pick and clean them. If I do, I'll definitely redo this video over. Alright, so as I was saying, anytime I'm fortunate to come across the real ackee from the tree, I'll definitely redo another video showing you guys how to pick it and how to clean it. Because, you know, it's a very dangerous fruit or vegetable. It's vegetable if you don't know how to pick it correctly. So I'll definitely do a follow-up video if I ever come across them in the future. Pretty much it's done right now. At this point, is letting it simmer. And so this is how you do your ackee and saltfish and fried dumpling. So that's normally how you do a traditional Jamaican breakfast. Usually serve on Sundays, or if you have guests coming over. You know what I mean? Especially, you know, if you're somebody like me that's visiting Jamaica, or, you know, you're from another country, visit Jamaica. This is usually the first thing you want for breakfast is ackee and saltfish and fried dumpling or boiled dumpling. Or you could do like ackee and saltfish on roast breadfruit or roast yellow yam. Man, I'm getting hungry. Like, this corona needs to hurry up and be over so I go to Jamaica. Because, man, I'm missing out on a lot of food, because I just like to go 2 to 3 times a year just for the food, to be honest. So, you know, I'm bummed out right now. And visit family, of course. Alright guys, we done. So now we're going to show you, we're going to put it on a plate, show what it looks like, and get to see the finishing product.
Alright guys, and this is our final product of our ackee and saltfish and fried dumpling. Alright guys, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and leave comments on below if you want us to do any Pacific Island dish that you like growing up that you haven't seen in a while, and we will try to master it for you. Thank you for watching. Bye.